I feel like I look like an old Southern Belle in this outfit. Hey, you guys. Hello, 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 hello. All right, come on in. Let's get started. I know it's Friday evening. We're going to have a good, quick conversation about saving or investing. All right, we are in the Financial Reset series. Get you your libations. It is Friday, so I got my drink on this live tonight. So take a second, get your drink, get your pen, get your notebook and all that good stuff, and let us sit down and have this good conversation about should you be saving or should you be investing. So let me have a seat. Do y'all think I look Southern Bellish in this outfit, y'all? I'm trying to embrace my Southern Belle spirit, or if I'm just way off mark. But I love me a good little flowy dress. I feel like all I need is a glass of lemonade. But fun fact, my dad, when he had his farm, he used to brew wine and liquor. So they used to make moonshine and they used to make wine. He has since sold his farm. I think he sold the farm 2 years ago. So he just still has some of his wine left. And every time I go down there, I take like a gallon of it home because he doesn't really make it anymore. So I'm drinking that tonight. And y'all, it's so good. What he does is he would take the fruits from his garden and use it to make wine. I've been trying to get him to sell it for forever. He's getting old now. He taught me how to make it. So one of these days, y'all, when I'm feeling like doing something different, I think that I may just go ahead and start bottling and selling the wine. So I try to get people to sample it, but everyone who sampled it says it is so good. It's strong. You don't need a whole lot of it, and the taste is just, as my girl Brittany says, fresh. What she says? Oh, chef's kiss, chef's kiss. So this is really good. I got shout out to my daddy and his wine. I think this is like a blueberry peach mixture. But in any case, you guys, happy Friday. Welcome to day 8. I'm back in the count now. We good. Welcome to day 8 of the Financial Reset series. I am Tiffany, your money therapist. I'm gonna have an announcement for you guys too in regards to that, but I'm gonna have to start using that. We're gonna get official with the money therapist. So tonight we are talking about when to save versus when to invest. So as someone who's been in the financial space for a long time, and shout out, so for those of you who are new to the live tonight, I am a money and mindset coach. I work with ambitious professional women in corporate America to help them build the mindset and the financial strategy to make financial security in a reality. I've been in the financial space for a little over a decade. Y'all, I'm getting old. I've done investment banking, business banking, work with high net worth individuals, and work with people who only had change in their pocket too. I've done a little bit of everything. My favorite thing though is to make sure that you are mentally prepared. You have a strong relationship and a healthy relationship with money so that you really can weather through this journey to build financial freedom. So y'all, let's get into it. Make sure that you share this live, you engage. I want this to be a two-way conversation. I know it's Friday and you probably don't want to sit here and talk about money tonight, but we are going to get into this. We're going to make this fun. So let's get into this conversation. So being in this space, it's always this conversation of like, should I be saving? Should I be investing? I'm saving my money, so I feel like I'm good and wonderful. Now let me tell you this. I am here for the girls. I do have some male clients, but I don't really advertise that. So I always, if I'm speaking to the girls, fellas, if you're on, I'm speaking to you too, but typically I work with women. So in either case, I am here for the girls who want to be financially free. If you just want to go to work, save your quarters, and invest in your 401k, that's wonderful. There is nothing wrong with that. You can do that, but this is not the community for you. I work with the girls who want to do it big, who want to get free, and who want their money to work for them. So if that is you, one, this is a space for you, and also you need to understand there's a purpose for saving. Savings is important, but there's also a purpose for investing, and investing is the key to be able to get us to financial freedom. So I want you guys to understand that. So as we get into this, the most important thing is to understand when you need to do what when, all right? So really understanding savings. And a lot of times I think people think that savings is investing. But let me tell you guys something. Savings is just really compiling money for a specific purpose. Like, that's it. Now, some financial institutions, banks, credit unions, online banks, they give you a little incentive for letting your money sit there and compile. Now, a lot of times people think because their money is sitting in that account and it's earning interest that they're investing. And you are not. Let me tell you this. Interest rates are high right now, which is good. But typically, if you have money just sitting in a savings account, your money is really losing money. Because once you factor in inflation, that same money that you have right now, tomorrow, it's worth less money. The next year, it's worth less money. So while you might have $40,000 sitting in a savings account, which kudos to you, because a lot of people don't have that, that is not doing you a service because they've given you $5 on that money at the end of the year. So if that is your strategy to becoming financial free, let me tell you, baby girl, that is not the play. So let's really get into one, understanding when we should be saving. Because again, saving, there is a reason for savings. So one, the first thing is when you're saving money, you are saving for a specific purpose. I want you guys to remember that. So when you think of save, think of purpose, not growth, purpose. All right. So I'm going to take this money. I'm going to put it into this account for a purpose. All right. Because at the end of whatever that purpose that you have for, you're going to be taking that money out of that savings account and using it for that purpose. So what does that look like? So there's short-term savings. So typically you're going to have this money in the savings account for a short period of time, or in your piggy bank in your room. Because let me tell you something, y'all. With a lot of these bank accounts, you might as well keep the money sitting in your account. Because let me also tell you guys this, and I say this as someone who used to have banks as clients. These banks play on our tops. And y'all know what I mean when I say play on our tops. They play on our tops with this little funky ass interest rate that they give us. When they're taking that money and they are using that money to invest, because they understand the game, and they're making millions and millions on our dollars while they're giving us pennies. So please don't go and get excited because you open up a savings account and they're giving you 0.1%. Again, that money is losing money. You might as well keep that money in a piggy bank at your house. Now, I'm not advising you to do that, because you do want to keep it in a safe, secure place. And the plus side about having a savings account in an FDIC insured bank account is that up to $250,000 of your money is covered. So if the bank blows up, it goes under, some craziness happens, you have up to $250,000 that per account that is protected, as opposed to if that money, same money, was sitting in your house and someone comes in and robs you, then baby girl, that money is gone. All right. So I'm not saying to really keep it in the house, but I'm saying that to say is your money is not doing a service from a growth standpoint by sitting in a savings account earning some little funky interest. All right. So when it looks like when you're saving for a short-term purpose, that typically looks like, okay, I'm going to plan a trip. I'm going on vacation. Yes, it is the law. So yeah. Yes, that's everything bank. Yeah, so it is the law. So that does work in your favor, that they are required. If some shit goes down with the bank, like the time that I was working in banking and I had banks as clients, I was losing clients left and right. But those banks were still obligated to pay these people this money back, because again, that up to $250,000 is covered. Now, if you have $300 in the account and something happens, you more than likely won't get that extra $50,000 back, because again, they're only by law required to cover up to $250,000. So when we think about saving for a short-term purpose, that looks like a vacation. All right, I'm gonna go on vacation this summer. Let me save $3,000 for the purpose of this vacation. What does that also look like? That looks like a major purchase. Okay, I'm gonna buy my kid a car, or I have this nice bag that I've been having my eye on that costs $4,000. So let me save the money for it. Or For my people who like to do my credit card rewards points, maybe you're going to put it on the credit card, but you don't want to pay the interest on it, so you're going to save the money, buy the purse on your credit card, and then pay it off with that cash. However you do it to maximize your money for you. But again, you have a specific goal in mind that the money is going to be used for a short term. When I say a short term, typically 1 year or less. Okay? Now, long term. So what are our long term savings look like? Now, when we're thinking about long term saving, that's typically over a year. This is for things that we're thinking about in the long term that we actually really maybe need a large sum of money stacked up for. So what does that look like? That could look like a down payment for a home. That could look like a major purchase, but a significant major purchase. So maybe you want to buy a car in cash, or maybe you want to buy a boat, whatever. It could look like debt elimination. So you know what? You're like, okay, I know that I have $30,000 in credit card debt. I'm just going to really focus. I'm going to stack some money so I can completely get rid of all that debt at the same time. All right? What it also looks like is an opportunity fund. So in the general financial world, people would call this an emergency fund. So in the Rich Miss community, we make sure that we only speak the words of the things that we want. And I actually have this book sitting on my desk because I had a coaching session the other day. And I was telling one of my clients to get this book, and I'm glad that it's sitting here because this brings up a good time for this book. If you guys can see that. And just so you know, hey TikTok folks over here, hey Instagram folks, just in case if you see me looking left and right, I am live in both places. Make sure that you like, share, and engage in the conversation. But this is one of my favorite personal development books. It's called Hung by the Tongue, and it's by Francis P. Martin. So if you really want to get sharp with your words, you guys, I'm a big spiritual person. I believe that words are powerful, words are bond, and words are law. What you speak comes to life, point blank in the period. So this book teaches you how to make your words masterful and powerful. It teaches you how to stop saying the wrong words, and it teaches you how to speak the correct words so that you can start creating the life that you desire. It's a really thin book. You can literally read it in the afternoon. But when I tell you this is a powerful gem, this is such a powerful gem for you to understand how to start speaking for abundance. If you were on one of the financial reset lives, I think maybe day 5, I was talking about my money mistakes. And in that experience, I was talking about how I was operating in a space of lack. And I had to stop engaging in negative conversations. Because when you think about how many times where you're hanging with your girls, you're like, girl, I ain't got it, and this and that, and this is high, and all this negative money talk. You have to eliminate those type of conversations. So this book is good for that. So I'm glad that I had this sitting here because I tell you guys, it's like probably 5 books. It's a really old book. But this book is so powerful when you're on your financial freedom journey. Because let me tell you something. You do not want to speak in opposition of your financial success right now. That is going to kill you. And you need to eliminate any conversation that you're having with other people about these things. And tell them. Be honest with people. And I have a post that I did. It's like, I don't speak broke. Be authentic about that. All right? We shouldn't be out here speaking broke and we're trying to be successful. Okay? So next, what does an opportunity fund look like? So that looks like for my single folks. Y'all know stuff is hella expensive right now. And there's crazy things going on in the economy. Companies are laying folks off left and right. So I would say that you need to have more money put away in your opportunity fund than I normally would suggest. So if you're a single person without any dependents, I would recommend at least 9 to 12 months of monthly expenses put away into your opportunity fund. If you have dependents, I would recommend about 12 to 18 months of money put away. Also, what you want to have in that opportunity fund is your required deductible for all of your insurance policies. So that's your auto insurance, that's your medical insurances, and that's your health insurances as well. Why? If it ever comes into a situation where something happens, you want to make sure that you have quick access to the deductibles so that you can, get your car fixed, handle any type of major medical, expenditures and things like that. How you find that information is review your insurance policies. This should be a part of your annual review process. So make sure that you understand what's that required, deductible that you have to meet to make sure that you are honoring your insurances that you have, or if you have to, you file a claim or anything like that, what you're going to be required to pay, and making sure that you have the money available to cover it. And last thing, you just want to make sure that you have some additional cash there to cover unexpected, incidents like auto repair, home repair, and things like that. And then the last area where you're going to have long-term savings is for your investment fund. So if you were on the live last night, we talked about how to overcome your challenges with investing, and you want to create an account that's going to be where you're going to have money allocated towards investing. So when you're in your early phases of investing, you want to start stockpiling your money, especially for those of you who want to start investing on a major scale. So you want to create a savings account where you're going to start stockpiling that money. So that money is going to be auto drafting from your when you get paid, your money is going to that investment account. Your money is going into that savings account. So you want to make sure that you have an account specifically allocated for that. It's labeled. You understand what that money is for. All right. So again, so when you are thinking about savings, your goal is to exhaust the money that's in that account. The problem with a lot of us is we see the savings account and we want to be able to log into our bank account and see this nice big number like, oh, I got $40,000 sitting in my bank account. It's just sitting there looking all pretty. It's just sitting there looking all pretty. It ain't making no money, but it's sitting there looking all pretty though. Yo, we have to get out of this vanity when it comes to our money. Again, every single dollar that you earn has to have an assignment. And the assignment ain't for it to look pretty in your bank account, all right? That money in your savings account should have a specific purpose that you understand. And I'm all about labeling so that you know what it is. So if you need to put a name on that bank account, most of the bank accounts allow you to create a nickname for the account. Do that so you understand what the reason is. Don't put money away for a vacation and then not use it for the vacation. Even if you want to go, again, I'm all about using rewards points on credit cards. Even if you're going to go travel and put it on your credit card, go ahead and pay that money off with the money that you saved, so that you're maximizing two ends of this, all right? So one, you got the benefit of using your credit card, and also you got the benefit of not accruing interest because you had the money saved, and now you're going to go pay that credit card off with your savings account. Are y'all following me here? Y'all flowing with me? Y'all understand? Y'all are y'all getting this information? Let me know, comment, like, give me some feedback. Let me know if you guys are following this. Wonderful. So if y'all are flowing with me, then let's move on to when to invest. Now, you want to invest now. You want to invest right now. Now, I know what some folks are going to tell you. Some of these financial coaches and experts out here like to say, well, if you have debt, you shouldn't be investing. Let me tell you something. Do you want to be financially free? Or do you want to work till you're old and gray? If you want to be financially free, then fuck with them people saying. Because half of the times they tell you one thing and doing another thing. I ain't going to call out no names, but y'all know who the folks are. You need to start investing now. And again, it doesn't take a lot of money to start investing. You can start investing with a little bit of money. But the goal here is you need to start, and you need to start now. So investing is all about growth. When you're thinking about getting out of you physically working so hard and putting your money to work, that is when investing comes into play. So when we think about investing, the biggest thing that we need to understand when it comes to investing is we need to identify, what is our goal with investing? How much money do we actually have right now that we can commit to investing? Because investing is a commitment, and it might fluctuate just based on what life happenings that are happening, based on your current situation. But the most important thing is understanding that I am making a commitment to start growing my money. And the goal is to start small, if that's what you have to do, and then build upon that. So now your money is growing and compounding over the time frame. The earlier that you can get started investing, the better, because you're shortening up your time frame where you're being able to give yourself options. When you start investing, you give yourself options. You give yourself options to be able to be fluid as far as moving, and you don't have to be so tied to a job when you have the flexibility of having your money starting to work for itself. It's giving you options of being able to do more with your money and grow your money faster. Because once you're able to start compiling money, you can start taking that money and putting into different areas to be able to grow even more. It gives you peace. There is nothing like seeing money work for itself. You're like, dang, I don't have to work 50, 60, 70 hours a week to be able to keep, bring money into my household. I went to sleep last night and didn't do anything, and now I have money that was generated. Oh my God, I've been on vacation all week, and money was generated. That's a freeing type of feeling once you start seeing how powerful it is when you really understand investing and understand the power of what it can do for you and your family. All right. So now, is that making sense for you guys? You following that? You want to understand that when you are investing, the purpose of investing is for growth of your money. All right? Okay. So let's think about, how do we put this together? So in order to understand how we are going to lay out our savings and our investing, because we're doing this at the same time. It's not an either or, all right? All of this works together with the strategy. And like I've been saying, if you don't have a financial strategy, if you don't have a financial plan that you are operating from, then you need to be hitting the link in my bio, and you need to book a strategy call with me so that we can get you on your way to financial freedom, all right? You can't hope your way to financial freedom. You can't wake up and just throw some mud at the wall to financial freedom. This is all about strategy. The people who are successful, the people who have generational wealth, they have followed a game plan that their families have shared with them. I remember one of my favorite clients when I worked at Chase. It was an Indian family, and I loved the father of the family because he always came and gave me so much game. And he would be like, Tiffany, in our culture, we're all about legacy and tradition and game planning. He was the patriarch of the family, and what he would do is he would lay out the play for the opportunities. Like, all right, listen, I know you got a 9 to 5 that you work. The other, so he had 2 sons. They both had jobs, but everybody in the family had a business, and everything was strategic. The dad helped them to get the business. The kids put the businesses in their names, and they took that money from those businesses and put them into other businesses. And everybody, from the wife to the kids to the family, everybody had a role, and they had something in their name. And it was this whole game plan. So now he would talk about how we get you to the space of where you work, that's your everyday money, your business is your long-term growth, you get yourself financially solid, then you go out, you get married, you start a family, and then you wash, rinse, repeat, and do that all over again. As a father, I'm teaching my sons. My sons are going to teach their children, and so on and so forth, and that's how we build generational wealth. But they're doing that from a specific strategy, a specific game plan. They're not just waking up and throwing mud on the wall. Or they're not just having this millions of dollars just sitting in an account thinking that it's actually going to grow. So I'm saying all that to say, guys, is that we have to operate out here from strategy. We have to operate out here with a vision and with purpose. So if you don't have that right now, then you need to get on the phone with me so that we can really start game planning how you're going to make financial freedom a reality, all right? So what is that? So what does all of this look like? It looks like, one, having a strategy. So your strategy consists of what money is coming in, what money is going out, how is it growing, all right? Now it gets a little bit more detailed and complex to that, but that's the basis of what a financial strategy is. Also, what you need to make this work is you need the proper accounts. So you need to understand, what type of accounts that you need to have. So what type of savings accounts? What savings accounts are really going to maximize your money? What type of investment accounts do you need to have? And what works for where you are in with your current financial life? All of us have a different, unique set of issues or situations that we're dealing with when it comes to our money. So it's not a one size fits all model when it comes to having a financial strategy. You need to figure out, one, what your financial vision is, what your goals are, what your specific needs are when it comes to your family, and then what is going to work for you. The thing that may have helped this person down the street, become financially free and generate and build up investments of 7 figures may not work for you. That's why you need a unique strategy that is based off of your vision and your goals. So again, if you don't have that, then you need to click the link in my bio so that you can book a call with me. You need to understand your flow. So money has a flow. Again, money needs to have a purpose. It needs to have a path of where it's going. It should be flowing just like the water. Once it comes out of your paycheck, where is it going? You should know that. Is it just going into a checking account? Is it going to a savings account? Is it going into a wealth account? Where is it going? It needs to have a path. And that path needs to be set on an automatic cycle. So once the money goes from the paycheck, then it goes here, then it goes there, then it goes here, then it goes there. All to fulfill specific purposes on those different flows and streams. Next, you need to know the amount. So how much money do you need to invest to be able to accomplish your goals? How much money do you need to be saving for your short-term goals and for your long-term goals? How much money do you need to specifically have for your opportunity fund? You need to know your numbers. What's the timing? When do you desire to become financially free? Do you want to put this game plan on steroids? Do you want to do it in 5 years? So my goal, you guys, is to become financially free by 40. I just celebrated my 37th birthday last week. So I have 3 years left where I want to, accomplish my goal of being in that space by the age of 40. So what is your goal? You may not desire to do that at 40. You may not want to, grind that fast. Again, this is your own race that you are running. Stop thinking about what everyone else is doing or what everything else, people on social media, oh, that looks cool, let me try that. Knowing that you are not fit for that lifestyle. Everyone is not meant to be out here grinding and hustling and doing all of that. It is a lot. I am tired most of the time, but I chose this life. So this works for me because I know I have this big goal of 40 is my number. My oldest son is going to be going off to college. I do have a younger son, but I will be down a kid, so, Mama going to get her groove back a little bit, okay? I'm kidding. I may have another child by then, okay? But in either case, 40 was always that magical number for me. And also, too, with having a child that's going to be in college. College is hella expensive. Now, we were having the talk about scholarships just the other day. But again, I know that I'm going to have money that's going to be contributed to him going to college. And even the fact of having a child that's about to be in college in the first place is even a wild thought. But that's a conversation for another day, you guys, all right? The next thing, so get clear on your timeline of what is your timeline to financial freedom. How long do you want to be able to do this? You guys, you really can become financially free fast if you're really good at a good game plan strategy. Get disciplined and committed to the process. Like, it really doesn't take you that long. Again, we are preaching we have to work to 65 and we have to retire at that age, but you don't have to do that. Retirement is not about age, it's about money. A lot of us don't have enough money to retire at the age that we desire, so we have to work until we're 65, 70 and older. But if you focus right now, you commit to this process, you can retire, become financially free whenever your spirit hits, all right? And then the last of this is, what is the rollover? So when I say rollover, I'm meaning like, all right, once you have money, so say for example, if you were saving for a specific purchase. Now, you've already completed the amount of money that you need for that saving. So now you have this extra pool of money that needs a home. Because remember, every dollar that you earn has an assignment. You don't need to have any free floating, wandering dollars out here, okay? Because when the dollars got too much idle time, that's when the devil just get all up in the midst, and we ain't got time for that, okay? Stuff is too expensive to let the devil get all up in the midst of our money. It's already in the midst, all right? So we want to limit that as much as possible. So once you have this extra rollover, you need to have a home for that. Where do you want to put that money? So you need to have a rollover plan. So anytime I have extra money beyond what I've already saved for or what I've already allocated for my spending, where would I like that money to go? All right? So all of this information needs to be mapped out in your financial blueprint. In my program, that's what we do. We get down, we get into these numbers, we get into this strategy, we get into this game plan. So you have this financial blueprint so that you can go out here now and you can go execute. Whenever you get down in this financial journey, you get a little off. Okay, let me go back to my blueprint. I already know what I need to be doing right here. This is my step-by-step game plan that's going to get me to my goals and get me to my success. It's not hard, y'all. But we have to be out here playing chess, not checkers. We are over here ducking and dodging and hopping and skipping and going back and going left and going right because we following this person on Instagram, this financial guru on TikTok, these people on Facebook, and everybody has a different school of thought, which is fine. But what you need to do is you need to figure out what is going to work for you and your lifestyle. And find somebody who resonates with that. So if it's me, cool. Follow me. If it's Susie the financial expert, follow Susie the financial expert. But don't be flip-floppity on this journey. Commit, find someone that you like, and run with those plays and get the support that you need. All right? So, how are we feeling? Do we have questions on that? We feel good about understanding when we should be saving, when we should be investing, and really what it's going to take to be able to make that happen. Yes. Wonderful. All right. So your homework. I'm doing a dramatic pause because I really didn't think through of what your homework was going to be for this specific assignment. Okay, give me 5 seconds and let me think real quick of what I want you guys to do for your homework assignment for tonight. Yo, why am I coming to a blank? I may need a little bit of help. I'm coming to a blank with what to think to give to you guys. Okay, I got it. All right. What I want you to do is, I want you to map out what current short-term saving goals do you have and what long-term saving goals that you have. So I want you to write down all of those. We're going to do something with that information, but I want you to write that down. So what short-term savings goals you have. So remember, short-term is 1 year or less. And what are your long-term savings goals? So 1 year or more. All right? So that is your homework assignment for today's financial reset session. All right? Wonderful. Now, if you have missed any of the previous lives, we are still compiling those in YouTube. Because, I've been coming up in here every day and telling y'all to go watch the live on TikTok. And my business coach enlightened me the other day because I was trying to find a replay link to send it into my email list. And I'm like, you know what? There is none. And when I went to go ask about it, she's like, you can't watch, people can't see your replays on TikTok. Only I can see my replays. So I learned something new. So I apologize for saying that to you guys. So if you do want to watch any of the replays, drop into my DM and I will send you the links for that. We're still adding all of the previous ones to the YouTube channel, so we will have those there. But we definitely have them. Y'all just can't go see them like I thought. I was just excited just knowing y'all could go see those replays on TikTok. But in either case, I want to make sure that you guys are up to date with the homework if you have been coming back and joining us every day. Because the goal here, guys, is 30 days. Every single day you have an action item. So if you commit to doing the action items every single day, after 30 days, you should have made significant progress with your finances, okay? So if you want that, hit me in my DM and just ask if I can send you the replay link, and you got it. Do your homework. So write down your short-term savings goals and your long-term savings goals. Also book your strategy call. It is free $99 as we are in this financial reset series. If you want some more hands-on assistance with me, slide up in my DM, and we will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to meet a little bit earlier. Tomorrow we're really going to do tomorrow we're going to do a little juicing. One of my clients I got her on juicing, and it has helped her tremendously. So tomorrow we're going to meet a little bit earlier. I think we might do this in the morning time. And we're going to do some live juicing. We're going to talk about how this is important to you on your financial freedom journey. Because you're thinking like, what does juicing have to do with my finances? It has a lot to do with your finances. Trust and believe me, okay, you guys? So come back tomorrow. I'll make the announcement for the time. My kid has a pool party, so I'm thinking it'll probably be like late morning that we'll do this, because I got some stuff I need to juice anyways. I went to the farmer's market, so why not do that live with y'all, and I can really share with you guys the importance of that, because it's helped me tremendously too, and some of my other people who I've put onto it in my tribe, you guys. So we really, if you follow me, like your financial freedom journey is mind, body, spirit. It's not just the money piece of it, the tangible money. It is a whole process. So come back tomorrow. I will see y'all. Have a good night. Thank you guys for being here and tuning in to day 8 of the Financial Reset series. I am your girl, Miss CFO, and we will talk mañana. Who are you saying goodnight to?